Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to part 2 of episode 21 of Universe Mode. The last time we left off, we were in the middle of the WWE Tag Team Championship match between The New Day and the Bloodline. Let's get back into the match. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods just delivered a tag team finisher to Tonga Loa, and Xavier going for a quick pin here, broken up by Tama Tonga, keeps the match alive. Xavier Woods setting up for his signature, nails it on Tonga Loa. Xavier Woods going to the top rope, walks the rope, delivers a huge elbow drop to Tonga Loa's chest, going for the pin here, looking to retain the titles, but Tonga Loa kicking out at 2. As the crowd chants for tag team wrestling, Tonga Loa just survived. Huge maneuvers from the New Day to keep this match going for the Bloodline. Tonga Loa lifting up Xavier Woods, drives him down with his signature, going for the pin. And Xavier kicking out at 2 now. Tags in Tama Tonga. Xavier Woods on the outside. Punch. But Xavier Woods knocked off the apron by Tonga Loa. Xavier wasn't expecting it. Xavier back in the ring. Tama Tonga now back in the ring. Oh, and a massive drop kick from across the ring from Tama Tonga. Used the ropes to give him a boost. Throws Xavier into the corner, but Xavier blocks a chop, throws him back into the corner. Xavier now distracted by Tonga Loa. And Tama Tonga nails a huge signature maneuver on Xavier, going for the pin here. But Kofi coming to the save, coming to the rescue to keep the match going. Kofi out of the ring. Tama Tonga distracted. Xavier Woods getting back to his feet. Xavier Woods walking over to Tama Tonga, who throws Tama into the corner, tags in Kofi. They throw him down. Kofi with the running neck breaker, and Xavier with the kick to the back. Kofi now gonna take out the leg of Tama Tonga here. And a kick to the back of Tama Tonga. Tags in Xavier Woods. Tama Tonga goes out of the ring. Get himself a little breather. Tama Tonga gonna meet Xavier Woods on the other side. Xavier Woods had something for him. Huge punches, but Tama Tonga with a knee to the ribs of Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods blocks a punch. Tama Tonga grabs Xavier, throws him shoulder first into the barricade. And Tama Tonga setting up to deliver a cutter on the outside, down on the floor. But Kofi, Xavier blocked it. Tonga Loa on the outside now to help his brother. Stomp to Xavier. Tama Tonga lifting him up. Throws Xavier into the ring. Tama Tonga back into the ring now. Stalking his prey. Tama Tonga on the outside. Knocks Kofi off. Tama Tonga back in the ring. Is met with a chop and a drop kick from Xavier Woods, who's fighting to keep this match alive. Xavier Woods posing on the ropes. And Tama Tonga makes the hot tag to Tonga Loa. Tonga Loa with a kick to the gut. Lifts up and drives Xavier down. Tonga Loa lifts up. Powerbomb into a pin. Ref, his legs are in the ropes. But it doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen. The Bloodline. Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa get it done. They do what Solo and Jimmy could not. They bring the WWE Tag Team Championships back to the Bloodline, ladies and gentlemen. Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa are your new WWE Tag Team Champions. But ladies and gentlemen, I said I had something special for you guys. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do one thing really quick. Oh, nope. What am I doing? Okay. Actually, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Bryan Danielson doesn't have a match at Money in the Bank, so to make up for this being a part 2, an unexpected part 2 to episode 21, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you Randy Orton versus Bryan Danielson for the WWE Championship as the new main event. But up next, ladies and gentlemen, we'll worry about... Show should already be started. Okay, it's continuing. Okay, we're good. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, up next is the fatal 4-way between the 4 men who will be at Money in the Bank competing in the ladder match. Ladies and gentlemen, for Seth Rollins, this match couldn't be more personal. Seth Rollins has issues with CM Punk. He has issues with Drew McIntyre. He has issues with his former tag team partner, his former brother, his former friend, Roman Reigns. For Seth Rollins, this match, even though it is no longer the main event, this match couldn't be bigger for Seth Rollins. If he could win this match and then go into Money in the Bank and win the briefcase, Seth Rollins would probably be the happiest man on earth. As would this man here.
Opponents. First, from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre!
Ladies and gentlemen, Drew McIntyre would love nothing more than to hand a Claymore to every man in this match. He'd love to give a Claymore to CM Punk, the man he hates the most. He'd love to give a Claymore to Seth Rollins. He'd love to give a Claymore to the man who screwed him at Clash of the Castle for the WWE Championship back in 2022, Roman Reigns. Both Seth and Drew have their own personal demons to fight, but for Roman Reigns, For Roman Reigns, it may be a little bit different, and I'll explain that in a moment, ladies and gentlemen.
And representing the Bloodline from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, Roman Reigns!
Ladies and gentlemen, this match may not be as personal as you think. Does Roman Reigns have his issues with Seth Rollins? Absolutely, and I'm sure Roman Reigns would love nothing more than to hit a spear, a Superman punch, and a chair to the back of Seth Rollins. But when it comes to Drew McIntyre, when it comes to CM Punk, this match is just business. Roman Reigns looks to get a win here, pick up momentum, and head into Money in the Bank, climb the ladder, grab the briefcase, and then cash in on either Randy Orton or Bryan Danielson, whoever wins the match tonight, and get back the WWE Championship. Or, ladies and gentlemen, Roman Reigns might switch it up on you. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, that briefcase means you can cash in on either champion on either brand. Roman Reigns might decide to go over to SmackDown and cash in on the World Heavyweight Champion. Either Ilya Dragunov or Gunther, depending on how Money in the Bank goes. Ladies and gentlemen, since his return, CM Punk has done battle with Seth Rollins. He's done battle with Drew McIntyre. CM Punk was able to pin Drew McIntyre to qualify for Money in the Bank, but shortly after, McIntyre and Rollins qualified. This match here may be a great way for CM Punk to blow off a little steam, but you add Roman Reigns to the mix, and now this match is completely unpredictable. On top of that, ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk is going to attempt to win his third Money in the Bank. Bell rings, and these men go right after their main rivals. Seth Rollins immediately takes down Roman. McIntyre and Punk gonna square up here, but Drew McIntyre throws CM Punk out of the ring. Meanwhile, Roman Reigns lifting up Rollins, slams him down, and goes for a quick pin. McIntyre breaking it up quickly, picks up, and CM Punk with a kendo stick. McIntyre dropping Roman. CM Punk throws a kendo stick right at McIntyre. Goes back for McIntyre. Punk off the ropes. Delivers a drop kick to Roman Reigns. Punk lifting up Roman Reigns here, but goes back to McIntyre. McIntyre lifts up Punk and spikes him down. Roman Reigns grabs Rollins and throws him right out of the ring. CM Punk lifted up by McIntyre and spiked onto his back by a spine buster. But Punk back up quick stiff quick stiff kicks to McIntyre, followed by a DDT. Speaking of DDT, Roman tried to hit one on Rollins, who fights out. McIntyre with a quick roll-up on CM Punk, but CM Punk able to kick out before the count of 1. McIntyre lifts Punk up and drapes him over the ropes. But Rollins now with a crossface locked in on McIntyre. Roman Reigns hung up on the ropes. Punk down outside the ring. McIntyre gets out, kick to the gut of Rollins. McIntyre throws Rollins right into Roman. McIntyre shoulder checking both men. CM Punk with a sledgehammer right to the gut of Drew McIntyre and going for the pin. But Rollins there to make the save, stop the pin. CM Punk and Rollins gonna square up now. CM Punk has Rollins, drives him down to the canvas. Drew McIntyre lifting up Punk, drives him down to the canvas. Roman Reigns with a massive DDT to Seth Rollins. Meanwhile, McIntyre looks to get a stomp on the head of CM Punk. Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns gonna team up. You'll never see this before. Driving Rollins to the canvas. Roman Reigns knocked down by Drew McIntyre. Roman Reigns with a stiff punch. Roman Reigns thrown outside the ring. Drew McIntyre knocking CM Punk off the apron. Took that time to go out of his way to do it. He could have continued attacking Roman. Instead, he now has to attack Roman and Punk. Punk with a kendo stick, but Rollins with a crossface locked in on CM Punk. Roman Reigns breaks it up. And Roman Reigns with a flying clothesline takes down Rollins. Misses a flying clothesline to CM Punk, who nails Roman with an elbow to the head. Rollins with another crossface locked in on CM Punk, but Drew and Roman break it up. Roman now with a guillotine locked in on Drew McIntyre. Rollins breaking up the guillotine. Rollins with the reverse DDT on the Roman. CM Punk with a double axe handle chop takes down Rollins. Goes off the ropes, delivers a drop kick that takes down Rollins. CM Punk going for a pin on Seth Rollins here. Only gets a count of 1. Roman with a big boot upside the head of CM Punk. Meanwhile, McIntyre has Rollins in a bad situation. Power bomb to Seth Rollins. Roman Reigns with a kendo stick to the head of Drew McIntyre. McIntyre breaks it up, throws Rollins out of the ring. CM Punk lifting Roman over the ropes. Huge suplex down to the floor for Roman Reigns. Meanwhile, Seth Rollins going to the top rope. Looks to nail an elbow to the back of Drew McIntyre. On the outside of the ring, Roman Reigns taunting CM Punk, who is down. CM Punk throwing Roman. Meanwhile, in the ring, Seth Rollins brutalizing McIntyre with a kendo stick. Huge elbow shot to the head, and now choking out Drew with the ropes. Rollins looks to go for, I think, a signature maneuver, broken up by McIntyre, who delivers a suplex, goes for a pin. Roman Reigns on the outside, stomping away on CM Punk. McIntyre with stiff punches to the head of Seth Rollins inside the ring, followed by a stiff kick that busts Rollins open. Rollins back to his feet, delivers a high knee to the chin of McIntyre, followed by a stomp to the ankle. Roman throwing CM Punk back in the ring. Rollins tried to stop CM Punk. CM Punk rolled out of the way. Reverse neck breaker. No. Throws an elbow into the back of the skull of CM Punk, going for a pin here. Roman Reigns breaking it up at 2. And Drew McIntyre throws a chair at Roman Reigns. CM Punk lifts up Rollins, drops him, but Roman Reigns with a DDT under the chair to McIntyre. CM Punk with a stiff kick to the leg of Rollins. Roman Reigns breaking it up. Carries CM Punk to the apron, bounces head off the apron. McIntyre lifted up by Punk and driven down onto the barricade. CM Punk with stiff kicks to Roman, grabs the leg, tosses Roman Reigns down. McIntyre trying to throw Rollins around, throws Rollins right back into the ring. Punk with that kendo stick. Someone got busted open with that kendo stick shot. I think it was Roman. Rollins throwing Drew McIntyre. Lifts him up. Huge knee to the back. Seth Rollins and CM Punk taunting. Roman gonna lock in a guillotine choke on CM Punk here on the outside of the ring. Meanwhile, Seth Rollins taunting Drew McIntyre. And CM Punk with an axe-handled chop takes down Roman Reigns. But on the outside, Seth Rollins with a drop kick to CM Punk. Drew McIntyre on the outside now runs into Roman. Delivers a stiff punch. Seth Rollins breaking it up. Throws Roman away. McIntyre with the baseball bat. Roman Reigns targeting Seth Rollins. Now goes after McIntyre. McIntyre busy delivering punishment to CM Punk, who gets knocked off his shoulders because Seth Rollins threw Roman Reigns into him. Seth Rollins delivering a huge lifted neck breaker to Roman Reigns. CM Punk blocking a signature attack from Drew McIntyre. But McIntyre not done yet. Carries Roman, throws Roman Reigns back into the ring. Seth Rollins bounces McIntyre's head off the apron. Roman taunting in the ring. CM Punk with the baseball bat. CM Punk going after Roman. Roman grabs the kendo stick, heads out of the ring. CM Punk going after him. Meanwhile, McIntyre dropping Rollins onto the apron. Goes for a diving headbutt. Only good for knocking the kendo stick out of his hands. Rollins knocks down CM Punk. Seth Rollins thrown into Roman Reigns. Shoulder checked by McIntyre. Roman Reigns grabs McIntyre, lifts him up, and slams him down. Seth Rollins has Roman Reigns. Throws Roman, but Roman goes nowhere. Punch to the head, kick. Rollins with a pedigree to Roman Reigns on the outside. McIntyre tried to throw CM Punk. CM Punk threw him instead. Rollins lifting up Punk. Huge Falcon Arrow down to the floor. Huge knee shot to the head of McIntyre. Seth Rollins thrown into the ring by CM Punk. Roman went for a spear but missed CM Punk by inches. It looked like Roman was going to go for a spear on McIntyre. He throws a kendo stick at him instead. Throws Roman back into the ring. McIntyre bouncing Rollins' head off the apron. McIntyre getting back in the ring. Gets caught by Roman. Roman throwing McIntyre into the ropes. Spear to Drew McIntyre. Roman going for a pin. But McIntyre able to kick out and stay alive. Seth Rollins lifting up Roman, drops him down onto his head. Rollins with a kick to McIntyre's arm. Huge curb stomp to the head of Drew McIntyre, but CM Punk there to break it up. Seth Rollins not done yet. Kick to the gut of Punk. Huge curb stomp to CM Punk. Roman Reigns breaking up that pin. Drew McIntyre dodges a kick from Roman, grabs Roman, future shock DDT to Roman Reigns, going for the pin. CM Punk breaking it up. CM Punk gonna lift up McIntyre now, but McIntyre fighting out of the GTS. McIntyre throwing CM Punk to the ropes, Claymore to CM Punk. McIntyre lifting up Roman, drives him down. Seth Rollins attacking the leg of CM Punk, going for a pin on Punk. McIntyre breaking it up, keeping the match going. McIntyre has Rollins by his head. Huge clothesline to McIntyre, to Seth Rollins from McIntyre. Roman Reigns with the flying clothesline takes down McIntyre. CM Punk lifts up Roman, drives him down onto his back and head. CM Punk gonna deliver elbow shots to the already bleeding head of Roman Reigns. On the outside, McIntyre knocking down Seth Rollins. CM Punk going to the top rope, telling Roman to get back to his feet. On the outside, Seth Rollins taunting after knocking down Drew McIntyre. McIntyre back to his feet, clothesline. CM Punk setting up for GTS on Roman Reigns. Nails the GTS and goes for the pin. But Drew McIntyre there to make the save, keep the match going. McIntyre lifting up Punk, slams Punk down. Huge shots to Seth Rollins, followed by a neck breaker, goes for the pin. Rollins able to kick out at 2. Roman Reigns with a big boot to CM Punk on the outside. Meanwhile, McIntyre delivers another power bomb to Rollins. Roman throws the steel steps to the head of CM Punk while he was getting up, busting Punk wide open. Huge headbutt from Drew McIntyre. McIntyre setting up for the Claymore here at ringside. Meanwhile, Claymore delivered, going for the pin. CM Punk trying to get to him, but Seth Rollins kicks out at 2 before Punk or Roman could get to him. Punk with that baseball bat, knocked out of his hands by Roman. Roman blocks a kick from Punk, kick of his own. McIntyre has CM Punk, lifts him up and slams him down. Roman Reigns delivering huge shots to CM Punk. Meanwhile, Rollins rolls through McIntyre and a kick to the chest. Roman went for a spear on Rollins, missed it. Doesn't matter, Roman gonna lock in a guillotine on Rollins now. Rollins nowhere to go, everyone else is down. Rollins with nowhere to go and everyone else is down. McIntyre back in the ring. Roman lets him out. Drop kick to Roman from Drew McIntyre. McIntyre with the baseball bat. Throws it at Punk. Misses a stomp to Punk. Punk misses a drop kick. Neck breaker from Drew McIntyre to CM Punk inside the ring. McIntyre going to deliver some huge shots to the head of Punk, followed by a stomp to the gut. McIntyre going up to the top rope here. And Roman Reigns throws a kendo stick at Drew, knocks him off the top rope. But Seth Rollins with the sledgehammer right to the gut of Roman, goes for a pin on McIntyre. Roman there to break it up. CM Punk now going after McIntyre. Rollins after Roman. Rollins lifts Roman up, spikes him down onto his back. Both men down and tired. On the outside, Drew McIntyre with a kick to the gut of CM Punk. Lifts him up. Bad situation for Punk. And power bombs him onto the barricade. Meanwhile, in the ring, a curb stomp to Roman Reigns from Rollins, going for the pin. But McIntyre breaks it up, keeping the match alive. McIntyre now with a power bomb to Rollins. Nails Rollins with it. CM Punk going after Drew McIntyre here. Lifts him up, slams him down. Roman Reigns grabs Rollins from behind, but Rollins fighting out of it. Throws Roman out of the ring. Speaking outside the ring, CM Punk attacking a down McIntyre. Lets McIntyre get back to his feet, kick to the gut, follows it up with a DDT to the floor. Both men are down and tired. Rollins gonna pick CM Punk as his target. Punk kicks him away, misses a drop kick. Rollins throws CM Punk into the barricade. McIntyre throws Rollins into the ring. Roman tries to stop Rollins, misses a spear again. Meanwhile, on the outside, Drew McIntyre with a huge lifted knee to CM Punk's head while he was hung up on the barricade. Roman fighting out of the corner. Rollins has Roman up, drapes him over the top rope. Rollins going for a pin. here on Roman. Roman kicking out at 2. McIntyre back in the ring. Huge headbutt to Rollins. Roman fighting out of McIntyre's hands. Rollins with a kick to McIntyre. Swinging neckbreaker to Drew. And Roman gonna set up for a spear here on Rollins. Nails him. CM Punk back in the ring with that kendo stick. Roman knocks it out of his hands. Rolls Punk through. Punk gets back to his feet quickly. Roman, not done, lifts up Punk. Spikes him into the corner and throws him down. Drew McIntyre, meanwhile, with stiff kicks to the head of Rollins, going for a pin here. Rollins able to kick out at 2, staying alive. McIntyre missed a kick on Punk. Punk grabbed by Roman, knees to the gut. McIntyre and Roman Reigns gonna team up on CM Punk, spike him down onto the canvas. Rollins kicked in the gut by Roman, punch to the head, neck breaker from McIntyre to Roman. Roman back up quick, kick to the gut, DDT to McIntyre. Slams his arm down. Rollins with a punch to Roman. Rollins picking CM Punk as his target. Drew's down. Roman's in the corner. Rollins spikes Punk's back into the canvas, throws Punk down. Roman went after Rollins. Rollins hit him with a knee to the chin, going for the pin. Seth Rollins gets the win over Roman Reigns.
Here is your winner, Seth freaking Rollins!
Rollins shed blood, but in the end, Rollins got the victory over Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, and CM Punk. But ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our main event. With episode time remaining, Randy Orton challenges Bryan Danielson for the WWE Championship.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, Randy Orton, 14-time world champion. He's been Intercontinental Champion, US Champion, Tag Team Champion. He's won 2 Royal Rumbles. He's won the Money in the Bank ladder match. Now he looks to become a 15-time world champion. He's been part of 2 of the greatest groups in wrestling, Evolution, alongside Dave Bautista, Ric Flair, and Triple H, and he led Legacy. The only other member of Legacy is Cody Rhodes, ladies and gentlemen. Roman Reigns was Cody Rhodes' mentor, his leader at one point. Randy Orton knows a thing or two about big time situations, big time matches, and he's no stranger to Bryan Danielson. He's even beaten Bryan Danielson for the WWE Championship. That Money in the Bank win that Randy Orton has, he cashed in on Bryan Danielson, who had just won the WWE title. But things are different now, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, Bryan Danielson is probably one of the greatest wrestlers in the world. Multiple time world champion in multiple different promotions. An absolute legend in Ring of Honor. A legend in WWE. He'll be a legend in AEW. Bryan Danielson, when he has a match, you can usually say that it's match of the night. Bryan Danielson puts his WWE title on the line against Randy Orton here, and I don't think Bryan Danielson minds too much at all.
Introducing the challenger from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 275 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton! And his opponent from Aberdeen, Washington, weighing in at 210 pounds, he is the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Bryan Danielson!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what it's all about. The WWE Championship. The only other championship that these men would want to win at this stage in their careers is the World Heavyweight Championship. And Bryan Danielson starts this match off fast with a drop kick to the legs of Randy Orton. Orton with stiff elbows to the gut of Bryan Danielson. Throws Danielson into the corner. Danielson blocks a punch from Orton, stiff punch of his own. Danielson carries Orton to the ropes, hangs him up. But Randy Orton throwing Danielson out of the ring. Danielson back into the ring, Randy Orton taking advantage, using that veteran knowledge. But Bryan Danielson, the veteran of his own. Stiff punches to the gut of Randy Orton, rolls him through. Headlock on Randy. Stiff kick from Danielson. And another kick to Orton's chest. Danielson going to the top rope, looking to kick this match up a notch or two early. Huge drop kick to Randy Orton from Bryan Danielson. Danielson going for a quick pin on Orton. Only gets a count of one. Danielson with a knee drop to the head of Orton. Orton back in the ring, Danielson in as well. Danielson with a kick to Orton's gut, followed by a kick to the head. After a combination of kicks and a kick to the leg. Orton with a kick of his own, kicking Bryan Danielson away. And another kick while he's down, followed by an elbow to the back of Bryan Danielson. Randy Orton rolled through. And Bryan Danielson with stiff elbows to the head, going for a pin on Orton. Orton with a kick out, quick. Orton with a kick of his own to the gut of Danielson, followed by a huge uppercut to Bryan Danielson. Danielson back to his feet. Randy Orton gonna flip him over into a reverse Boston Crab here. But Orton thrown off of Danielson. Orton now with his comeback clotheslines. Danielson misses. Scoop slam from Orton. Orton going for a quick pin on Danielson now. Danielson kicking out at 2. Orton lifting Danielson up. Axe handle chop to the back of Danielson. Danielson back to his feet. Grabs Orton, throws him to the ropes, lifts him up and slams him. Danielson with a huge knee to the back and rib of Orton. followed by a stiff punch to the side and a stiff punch to the chest. Orton has to roll out of the ring to stay alive. Danielson back in the ring. Orton getting back in the ring as well. Orton going for that signature draping DDT on Bryan Danielson here. Takes a moment to breathe. Nails it on Bryan Danielson. Randy Orton can smell world title 15 incoming. Orton stomping the ground, going for it. Nails the RKO on Bryan Danielson, going for the pin. But Danielson kick out, stays alive. Orton thought for sure that one RKO could be enough. Orton now gonna viciously assault the head of Danielson here. Orton chooses not to punch Danielson. Chooses to do things differently. Might pay for it. Danielson with a kick upside the head. Danielson throws Orton into the corner. Chop to the chest. And another. Danielson has Orton by the legs, lifts him up and drops him down onto the canvas. Danielson carrying Orton, center of the ring. And Danielson gonna lock in the LeBell lock, lock in the yes lock, the no lock, the cross face on Orton. Orton with nowhere to go. But Orton breaks free. Damage may already be done. Both men wrap up. Orton throwing Danielson. Danielson throwing Orton out of the ring. Danielson not going to attack. He's going to taunt. Orton catching his breath on the outside on the apron. And Orton going to lift up and slam Bryan Danielson right out of the ring. Follows it up with a stomp to the arm. Orton locking in a crossface of his own on Danielson. Danielson slips out. Orton with the belly to belly to Bryan Danielson. Orton throwing Danielson down by the barricade, down by the announcer's table. Orton misses an elbow drop on Danielson. Danielson with a headbutt to Randy Orton. Danielson tried to kick Orton. Orton blocked. Veteran knowledge followed by a clothesline to Danielson. Count of 7. Orton, you can't win the title like this. Orton goes back out to break the count. Count starts again at 1. Orton carrying Danielson, throwing Danielson back into the ring. Orton can smell blood in the water. The Viper, the Apex Predator, knows that it's his moment to strike, kick to the gut, and another. Followed it up with a clothesline. But Danielson with a kick upside the head, and a stiff punch, and Orton with a slap, and Danielson with a chop, and Orton with a punch. And Danielson's chop blocked, followed by 2 stiff rights from Orton, and a chop from Danielson, and a punch from Orton, and a slap from Danielson, and a punch from Orton, and a punch from Danielson, and a punch from Orton, and a punch from Danielson. Who's gonna get the last laugh? Danielson with a punch and a chop. Orton blocked again, punched, and punched again. Both men revving up, throwing punches, going crazy in this match, ladies and gentlemen. Both men, it's just a matter of who hits it first. Danielson getting the LeBell lock locked in on Orton, but Orton gets to the ropes. Orton in the ropes. Danielson, that was his opportunity. Danielson not wasting any time, going to the top rope, ladies and gentlemen. Flying goat lands, going for the pin on Orton. But Orton kicking out at 2. Orton wisely rolls out of the ring, gives himself a breather, gives himself some space from Danielson. Orton Thrown back into the ring. Danielson, a veteran as well. He knows he can't win. He can't retain his championship like on countout. Orton back to his feet. Danielson with a stiff right. Throws Orton to the ropes. Misses the flying knees to Orton. Orton with a drop kick on the ricochet. Orton knows that Danielson in the corner. Huge elbow. And Orton going for the pin here on Danielson. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen. Enough damage could have been done. No! Danielson kicking out at 2. Orton lifting up Danielson. Second RKO lands on Danielson. Going for the pin here. This could be it. Danielson kicks out again. Roman Reigns. Randy Orton can't believe it. Stomp to the arm, followed by an elbow drop. Randy Orton can't believe it. Danielson slips out, drives Orton down. Orton blocking whatever Danielson was going to do. Danielson flips him over, lifts him up. Hell's Gate locked in on Orton. Orton with nowhere to go. Hell's Gate locked in. Orton taps. Danielson retains, ladies and gentlemen.
Here is your winner, and still the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Bryan Danielson.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bryan Danielson is still your WWE Champion. He beat AJ Styles. He beat Bray Wyatt. He's beaten Randy Orton here. Bryan Danielson, ladies and gentlemen, your WWE Champion is on fire. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do for episode 21 of Universe Mode. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been your host and commentator, King Chiron. I want to thank you for coming to hang out while we watch this episode of Universe Mode, this great double-parter, this great double episode, a momentous episode of Monday Night Raw. But ladies and gentlemen, this is just the go-home show for Money in the Bank. Now SmackDown and Money in the Bank have to live up to such a great episode of Monday Night Raw, such a momentous night of Monday nights, or Friday nights. This episode comes out on Friday. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you, but until next time, take care and have a beautiful, beautiful day.